100 mastermind. Let me say here. Paste. Pictures. There you go, post. Okay. All right, let me see. I'm just putting everything together. There you go. All right, everybody, we're starting the webinar. What it is basically we have MediaCaster. MediaCaster, I'm going to talk about how I make money with MediaCaster, how I promote launches, how I build a list, and we're going to go straight from there. So this is going to be really quick and fast. Let me put the screencast thing, make sure that everything's in videotaped for you folks. Let me say real quick, and then bam, bam, and record. And let me see, just bring this out, make sure always double check, make sure it's always recording. Cool. Bam. Yeah. How you doing, Thomas? I'm just making sure everything's being recorded. Always back up.
I'll be back in a minute. Be right back.
Take your time. Let me see. And let me see. Skype. Let me see. We are live. We are live. You're doing the webinar right now. Let's see. And we're just waiting for Thomas to get back. And they're going to ask him anything that he needs or what's holding him up. And there you go. Hey, Chris.
I'm really not here.
Trust me. I was going to ask you if you could do me a favor, and I hate to be you probably say it's not no big deal. If you can send that that list by the email. For some reason, I can't download it to my computer. Maybe I'm stupid or whatever, or working dummy mode.
Yeah, and they're small files.
Yeah, I know. I just have a hard time maybe because I'm just brain dead.
All right. Did you got the text file for the JV stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, I just can't download it to my computer. It's just not going. It's coming up just as the what I'm saying. My computer's. The James Cop 22 at Gmail.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And Matt Garrett is going to be on the launch. Let me see. We got some cool people there on. I'm just telling you what's going on in everybody's here. Whatever. We got Stoic. Stoic is a pretty big dog. He's been getting high up on the leaderboards. I contacted a ton of people. Some people they put I can't be in. I had. But we have.
I don't know why.
Oh, I know why. Because I switched it
Yeah, that's why.
screen. Yep, gotcha.
I can hear you, Thomas.
And now I should be.
Reconnect.
All
Reconnect.
right.
Brett.
Yeah, I'm here.
He has a big list. So he says come down. So we got some good guys. Hopefully Todd will actually see that the other one's a bunch of shit and mail for ours instead.
I don't know. I'm not. Todd. Well, no, I'm not holding my breath for Todd because he's traveling. He was in Wyoming for the eclipse, and he's not due back in Florida until tonight or tomorrow morning.
Well, Greenville was the best place to go see it. He could have just went over here. It was a 6-hour drive.
Yeah, he's insane. No, he went to Casper, Wyoming.
He didn't have to go all the way here. We had that. They said that Greenville was the main spot to hit it. We got people all around the country coming here.
Oh yeah, no, I know. He wanted to go up there, so that's what he did.
I mean, I told him he could have stayed here, you know, whatever. Even though the house was not done.
Oh, well, he's a hell of a lot closer to you from Florida there.
Hey, you know, he would have had fun with me, man. What the hell's his problem? You know, he would have had more fun with me.
Yeah.
You know,
He's weird.
what are you gonna do? I told him he was gonna come to Myrtle Beach and meet. We were gonna hang out one time because we were gonna, you know, do something together. That was a while back, you know, before he talked to you or anything. But I don't know.
Well, don't worry about it.
I think he has a kid or something. I don't know.
I have no idea, Dave. That the apps are being uploaded tonight.
Kind of
Oh, cool.
Hold on, can he hit it?
yeah,
Because I don't have a relationship with him, Griff.
what's the name?
Who?
Paul Pana is his partner.
Oh, I don't have a link with Paul, so I don't know.
Okay, I don't have a relationship with him. I was hoping you did, but you know.
Never talked to him. No, he's one of those mystery people that came out of nowhere, and also now he's worth $1 million.
Yeah, I hear it. I mean, but a lot of people like your stuff. I mean, in Matt Garrett, I sent you that message. They said you've got great software. So, you know, they know you got good stuff. That there's no resistance. It's just that if you look at the 25th, we were the only people launching on that day. Now there's a shitload of people.
That's why.
Not good.
But everybody's stuff is crap. So, you know, but some people, they have alliances. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm going to make sure it fires off, and I'll be here until, I don't know, I'll be here till probably 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm going to the state fair, so screw it.
You should enjoy your life, man. You know, everything, you know.
Stevie Nicks is in concert that night, so we're going to the state fair,
I
and
love Stevie Nicks.
I'm going to go see
The
Stevie.
White Witch. She's the White Witch, isn't she?
She's good.
Coolest chick ever. Coolest chick ever. I love Stevie Nicks. I mean, she was on American Horror. Remember the witches? I don't know if you guys watch American Horror or anything, but it was the witch one, and it was kick ass. Stevie Nicks was actually made part of that one, really. I mean,
yeah.
Still sexy as can be.
Well, the biggest launch I had last year was on the weekend I took off for the state fair, and then the server crashed. So I'll tell you what.
And don't worry about it. I think I like what you're doing. You notice the difference between Griff now and before? He used to be all stressed about these launches. Now he said, I'm going to set it up and go to there. That is awesome. Don't you guys hear it? He's not worrying about it. That's the way I wanted the Griff to be. It's like, just let it go. Whatever happens, you can always put on OTO, bam. You know, don't, you know.
I'm not worried. I'm not stressing. I'm done stressing over that crap.
Yeah, you just, whatever happens, happens. Then you put on those OTOs. That's just how it is, you know? And then then basically, I told Griff about this before. And then just relaunch it, put another whistle on it, maybe something stupid, and rename it. That's what everybody else does. And plus, a lot of people, guys, is that even Matt said so. His Griff's software is one of the few softwares that actually does what's promised. Well, you can't say that because a lot of these guys, their domains are killed after 6 months from now.
Yeah.
Don't even work. There's no login in it for it anymore. You know that.
No, you can't run a business that way. And that's the problem. Those guys don't run it as a business. They run it as a launch. It's not it's not their core business, and that creates the problem.
Definitely. Have any of you guys used MediaCaster yet? I've used it proficiently quite a bit, and Griff knows.
Actually, this is funny. I was stressing about 10 minutes ago. I was going to use MediaCaster to run my my wellness train on it, and because I've got and I actually got halfway through, and it got so close to 2:30. I said, nope, I got to stop. So I'll be doing that. In fact, I could actually do it now while y'all are online, if you want me to.
No, I find whatever, however you want to do it.
I'd make it easy for Thomas. Set up for like 8 hours later on. Now, there's a reason for me doing this. Because you can make it live in 4 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Get what I'm saying? And what's cool about it is it's still in everybody's feed. That's one of the tricks I've been doing was I would put it maybe 8 hours later. And maybe I might even, I might say, hey, I'm going to the movies later. And I might just make it live right before I go to a movie.
Right. Well, my goal is to actually have, with my wellness train, I want to have about 20 different times during the day that I do a Facebook Live, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, doesn't matter. I'm going to do them all, but I want to schedule them out periodically during the day and have 1 or 2 or 3 new ones, depending on how the business goes, every single day. But I'll record a bunch and then play it back. I wanted to kind of do it like Dean Renfro's doing it. Schedule it. Have it set up on a time slot so that I can have a schedule for my shows. And it'll be my wellness train. And I'll have diabetes. I'll have heart issues. I'll have the addiction. I mean, I've got about 15 different shows that I'm going to have, and I'll set my call to action up so that I can give away stuff for each different segment. And in fact, Ann and I were just talking. We're almost ready to get back out on the road because now I've got not only the dentist but the chiropractors. I'll have that set up because actually Ben is having his program tomorrow on 6 different cases for chiropractors. I mean, that's going to be, all of this is going to be for local sales, outside sales. So one of the things that I was thinking about doing, now this sounds crazy, but we've got a lot of video now. So I'm thinking of actually making up a little ad for the different businesses that I'm going to go to, making up a one of those videos ads. I think you've seen some of my my wellness train. Have one of their logos, or I can do if I can't figure out how to get a logo off of their site, I can just put say something dental across there with their name on it, with their practice name. Walk into the office. Why not walk into the office? Hey, I was here's what I was looking at as I was walking into the office. Have y'all seen this yet? And it would be one of those ads like I do for my wellness train. So what the heck, you got to have something that makes people stop, look, and listen.
I agree. Can I get your reaction, Thomas? I have an idea. I've seen this before, and I'm not going to tell you the niche I'm in, but I was part of it. And it was part of a restaurant. And what we did was we kind of like did like a play act thing. It was more of a comedy where when the person comes in, they order a sandwich, what a bum. But we kind of make it a little joke, and it was probably about 3 minutes. But it literally almost went viral. And we said, and then we came in like came in like as a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, like James Cagney. You know what I'm talking about? And then the guy, you know, I said, or, you know, bum, bum, bum. And here's the thing: if you use kind of like something that's out of the ordinary, it's like scratching a record.
That's right.
And that's what you're trying to do, because if you look at it, how long are your videos usually, Thomas?
The actual the videos, the ads have to be 15 seconds, but most of your videos are, well, yeah, that's right. They are anywhere from 4 seconds to 20 seconds.
Yes, yes,
None
yes.
of them are longer. None of them are longer than that. You just put the stars popping out to you, and then it pops up, and you've got it's like the movie theater. You walk into the movie, boom. The previews are not long. All you got to do is have their name across, have their logo across there, and the explosion, like Griff's that little explosion, the 3-second spot that you had was one of the best spots that you could ever have that Griff made for you. I love that. That's all you need. That's all you need.
But here's the thing: you need to brand yourself, Thomas. When you were in that white jacket, you were branded.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
You gotta start branding yourself. Even everywhere that you get seen, you should always wear that white jacket to get used to people seeing you. Because that all of a sudden they will actually say, "That's Thomas. He's an authority." Because you look like an authority because you have a uniform or jacket on.
Right, right.
And that's what. And even
the blue shirt and the white coat is sharp. That's, you got to have it different. You got to be different, and you got to play the part.
Exactly. We're all actors. We're all salesmen. And here's the other thing: when you do your 10 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever, say, here's one tip that will help you possibly lower your diabetes by 50%.
Right.
And if you do that, the one tip, see, that will actually take you 15, 20 seconds. You might say, for example, eat more protein, eat less sugar, or whatever you want to say, or, you know, intermittent fasting. Maybe fasting might be a thing. Talk about fasting.
Yeah. I've got 100 tips. I got 100 health tips. All you do, and Ann and I have talked about this in the past, I think that's a wonderful idea. Take one of those videos, explosions, like I've got, and put the tip in there, and that's all you need.
That's it, one tip. Because here's the thing, is that I'm going to talk about something that really is going to bore the heck out of you. Maybe fixing air conditioners. That may be pretty boring or anything. What if I went into 3 minutes how to fix an air conditioner? Would you be bored and senseless? But now what if I told you, I said in about 15 seconds, I'm going to show you how to lower your energy bill by 50%.
You got to watch it.
15 seconds, you watch that. I said in 15 seconds, you're going to learn how to lower your energy bill by 50%. I bet you'd watch it. Everybody here would watch it because you're only investing 15 seconds.
That's right.
And tell them 15 seconds, because sometimes they think you're on a monologue, you know, like one of these comedians that talk. And that's what a lot of folks have to do, is they have to get in their head that people get bored as hell. Unless you're a comedian or you basically are just a clown or something that you can basically draw people in. Most of you are not like that. I'm just going to break that to you. Okay? You're not comedians. You're not going to be attracted to this. There's a reason I have 24,000 people. I'm an idiot.
Right.
I act nuts. I'm not afraid to actually make people laugh. I'm not to actually call myself names like I did with an idiot. It's because I kind of humanize myself. But not everybody's that person. Some people are more analytical. More people are grumpier. More people just have a stick up their butt. Most people sometimes they just basically, it's just how they are. They're an accountant. You see what I'm saying? Do not try to be something that you're not. You got to work your way to that. But how you work it is actually being able to hold their interest for 15 seconds. If you can hold your interest for 15 seconds, you're a master. And everybody here can do that.
Yep. Dave, you can do the same thing too.
15 seconds. You can make them laugh. You can wear a hat. Wear a freaking big cowboy hat. Just keep on switching it over. Make them kind of keep guessing what the hell's going to happen next.
In fact, the top YouTubers are that way. I kid
Yep.
you not. The top YouTubers, the masters, are all, they do the funny, the tripping over the ladder or something crazy, because you do have to catch them. If they don't do it, they will not watch
They will not actually catch your attention, and that's really what it is. That's why I've had maybe 80,000 views, real views, on some of my CPA offers, like I told you about the witch's hat, with the wart thing. I was trying to get warts. You know what? And the thing about it is I don't think about these things. I think about it in 2 minutes, and I start doing it. That's the difference. While you're thinking about doing it, I've already done it.
Yeah, and I think the key to this, is to plan all this ahead, do your silly stunts, and plan it on video matrix, on the put it on, put it on there, and you've got it. You put your regular stuff on there also, so they really won't know what you're going to be doing next.
Exactly.
And
Here's the other thing. Shoot out a ton of videos. Keep on pushing. Trust me, you will be, by your 100th video from now, you will be 10 times better than you are right now. And it's true. I mean, that's why you need practice. I was never like this in the beginning. I mean, I was very shy. I would stutter. I would blush. Oh my gosh. I'd have to drink. Well, I told you, I was working with Jay Boyer, who makes over maybe $3-4 million a year. I mean, he does all these big time webinars or anything. When I was making these things and going on, I literally had to drink red wine, because I would literally have maybe 1,000 people sometimes listening to me, hearing what I have to say about ranking YouTube videos. And that was over $100,000 launch I did, and I taught the whole thing how to do that. And like I said, things have changed, but I was the guy back then. But also, I have the personality. I'm not afraid to actually make people laugh or make myself look, a whack job, whatever it takes. I'm here to help them. But the reason I did all this comedy was because it was the only way to actually keep you watching instead of you. I mean, I know more an Indian thing with the thing. I didn't care what it took, but I did what it took to actually keep you watching. And that's what you got to do. Here's your thing, and your homework, your assignment, and what you came up. Watch the top guys and watch how they talk. How fast do they talk? Do they talk slow? Do they talk fast? How long are their videos? What are they doing to actually catch your attention? So are they actually snapping? Are they clapping? Are they basically making a sound effect to bring you back into the video? Remember that. In the first 20 seconds, you can possibly lose these folks out there. Right. That's why Griff tells you, which he's a very smart guy, is you got to make them 15, 20 seconds, because you can hold their attention for 15, 20 seconds. After that, they're kind of probably bouncing off. And in the first 3 seconds, they may bounce off. That's why you got to wear something that's crazy or do something that will actually keep them tied to you. That's why I said the one thing that actually will help you cut your diabetes, hopefully, remember, no absolutes, in half. Or actually lower your diabetes by 10 points, whatever, it doesn't matter. How to lose weight, how to lose stubborn belly fat. And I will show you in 15 seconds how I lost 10 pounds in 15 seconds of stubborn belly fat. You want to get rid of these cheeks? These like this. So you want to get rid of the hamster cheeks? You go, you know what I'm saying? You got it, or the double, triple chin. Put a fake chin if you got to do it. Whatever you have to do to capture the attention, because then you say, if you liked what I had to say, you want to learn the other 99 tips, click the link right up there. I said that we have a whole gang of people and authority of actually teachers and doctors or anything that would love to actually help and answer all your questions. I said, no obligation. Just click the link up there. Bam.
Yep.
I mean, like this. I said, that was my signal. That's really what I would do. At the end of everyone, I was basically my sign. I was
That's the way Jerry Lewis became a multi-faceted multi-millionaire.
Jerry Lewis. Look at Jerry Lewis. Use his jokes. Nobody remembers his jokes.
Right.
Look at some of these old-time guys. That Jerry Lewis was a master. What's the other one? Danny Kaye. I love Danny. You know Danny Kaye.
Oh yeah.
Danny Kaye was a master. Listen to some of those. They got some one-liners. Say some one-liners.
Yep.
Those jokes are still proficient today as they were back then. If they were actually living today, they still would be rock stars.
Right. You're right. You're right.
Watch how their one-line deliveries. Bam, 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 bam. What you need to do, here's the thing, is you got to find somebody that you want to model. It could be Jerry Lewis. It could be anybody you want. But you got to find somebody who can think. Because that way you can basically take his material and make it yours.
Yep.
What you're doing, what's cool about YouTube or doing online videos is you can actually be anybody you want to be. Yeah, and that was the coolest part about it. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows where you live. They don't even know your real name. But you can be anybody you want. Right now, if you told me that you're a master SEO guy, I'd have to believe you. I don't know you.
Right.
And that's what I'm just saying, that you can be the biggest offline guy. And if you told me, I'd have to believe you. I don't know you. And that's where you have to think. Nobody knows that how new you really are.
Right.
If you tell everybody you're a guru, they're going to believe you. That's how I first started off. You know, but you got to believe it yourself. I told everybody I was a guru, and they basically believed me.
And you became one. I mean, that's the key.
It wasn't a big deal. All you have to do is go through a few courses or have some winning. You just get some wins under your belt. That's all it is. You get some stuff ranked right away, you'll get people following. But see, the whole thing about it, like I said before, you got to do tons of short little videos. Get everybody knowing who Thomas is. But you got to have something. You have to have a name that people are going to catch on. You know, let me see. Thomas's truth, whatever you might want to call it, but you got to come up with something. Nobody's going to remember Thomas and your last name. It's not going to work. Look at James Knight. James Knight's not my real name, but it's easy to remember. Why? Because Knight, and it has an authority, it has moral character, and all that.
Because you're a knight in shining armor.
Oh.
Gravitate towards us, and that's how you got to actually find your own. You got to find that niche, and I really believe that every one of you guys could. But you got to find out, what do you want to go after? If you want to go after helping offline clients, then you got to think of something to actually do it. Like, I'm not even sure Ray Lane's his real name.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, E. Brian Rose, that's not his real name. I know his real name. Okay, and E. Brian Rose basically owns JV Zoo, or one of the founders. I'm just trying to tell you that most people do not, they come on with an avatar.
Right.
Because the reason you come on as an avatar, because you got a lot of wackos. I had one guy who said that he recognized me and my wife riding our bikes in Myrtle Beach. How the heck is that possible? I'm just trying to tell you, once you become big, you better have an avatar. You don't want stalkers.
Right.
And it's not just females; it's males too. Everybody.
Yeah.
You know, they just want. They want. Believe it or not, it's kind of weird, almost nerdy in a way. But it's almost like when I go to these events, I sign tons of autographs. I take tons of pictures. Sometimes 40, 50 at events, if not more. That's minimum. Then I sign at least 20, 25 autographs. I'm like, you want me to autograph with that? That's wrong with you. You know? Why don't you go take it of, what's the guy, Flavor Flay or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's a pretty one autograph from. But not me, you know? But that's how basically you will become once you get enough people listed. You got to remember, the people that actually want to be 24,000 people inside my group, that wasn't bought. Those are actual people that actually picked and followed me. When I have a little bit under 4,000, I never actually promoted that to get 4,000 people to like my page. I just forgot about it. I didn't even put nothing new on there. But it's just, that's what you're gonna do, is you want to basically have, here's the whole secret. I'm giving you the whole secret of this whole business. There's really not much. And like I said before, before I lead into it, when I said that you know more about what's going on than I did, you really did. I had nobody tell me anything. Nobody wanted to tell me of it because they're afraid that I would take over. And I'm not bullshitting you on that. Because they see something. Maybe they see your energy. I don't know what it is. But they don't want to tell you anything. I'm telling you everything there is. First of all, there is nothing else for me to tell you. There's nothing else for me to teach you. I mean, I told you everything about Facebook. All you got to do is just learn it and start doing it. I told you everything about MediaCaster. Just start doing it. The only thing you don't know is that maybe some of these new tools that Grip comes up with. And that's just really the truth. There's nothing else. There's no sorry. When you open the veil, when you go to Wizard of Oz, and you see the wizard back there, it's just like that. There's not much out there except for these cool tools that Grip makes to make your life easier. I can't tell you anything else. What you're looking to do is build the cult of Thomas.
It's all about branding. You want people to follow you for something that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think I designed these crazy these photographs, these 3D digital art and this kind of stuff? I do that because people notice it.
Yes, they do. I notice them. I mean, they're. I mean, he did one. I think it was Indian or something like that. It was kind of cool. I mean, I like him. But I know that he does them by hand. But very few people know that he does this by scratch. They're thinking that he probably gets them somewhere and he's just screenshotting. He's literally making the whole freaking thing and everything.
No, every form, every feature, every function is manipulated by me.
Mm-hmm. And that's really how it is.
Color, everything is manipulated by me. That when I do an image like that, yeah, there are base templates to start with, but they're plain white with a form. You've got to add everything to it. The last one I did, the one that's on the screen now, the horse with the Indian, I did one after this one. It's got a buffalo in the clouds. I took about 8 hours to do that.
That is awesome.
To design it, but to render it, because of the horsepower of my machine, I mean, I rendered it in 20 minutes. But some of the ones that I do, I add video to them. I'll add campfires to them. I'll make a video out of the photo. But I don't see. That's my first love is graphics. That's just.
That's like his therapy. That's what he does. He keeps it's meditation for him.
That's my sanity. But what it does is it builds my recognition because, yeah, I've got software on one side, but I don't want to be known for my software. I want to be known for my graphics and my video. I mean, that's what I want to be. That's what I want to be known for. But you guys have to do the same thing. You have to get that idea. You have to get that image that you want people to remember you for. It's the image that's important. That's what gets ingrained in their heads. I mean, that's seriously, that's what that is. New software coming out. There's some new stuff. I told you guys played with the uploading script last week, so you saw that. I think I got the bugs worked out of the storage thing. I've got a storage script that we're going to be using, and it's tied to Amazon, so you'll be able to use it as cloud storage. So I'm going to have my own cloud storage app. I'll be releasing. I don't know when I'm going to release it, but I'm going to start using it as a bonus in some of my marketing stuff next week. New stuff coming out in agency, nothing right now. We're rehabbing some stuff. We're working on stuff. We're my launch for the fall, because I don't think there's going to be one in September. I'm going to do digital paper in September. September is going to be a graphics tool, a photograph app, and a bunch of I call it digital paper, but it's going to be a bunch of 1920 by 1080 slides, hundreds of them. And that'll be just a quick money maker is all that one will be. Hang on here, I gotta shut that thing off.
Are you still doing Bitcoin? That Bitcoin thing?
I spent 2 hours this morning on watching a live Bitcoin stream this morning.
I got a lot of people there jumping on my page. I'm just letting you know. So, I mean, if the page is ready.
Well, I've been because we got so much other shit going on. I've been kind of asleep at the switch a little bit. Was I should have been buying it when it was at 22 because today it's at 42.
Jeez.
I mean, she tanked for a while, but see, Bitcoin does that. Bitcoin will, it's called pumped. So what it'll do is it'll pump up, and then it'll drop, and it'll drop a short step, and then it'll drop a big step, and then it'll pump again, and it'll go up in price, and it does that historically, and it's doing the same thing now. We went from 22, 23 to 32 to 42. She dropped back down to 32. Now she's up at 42, and she's going to go a little bit higher. They're talking about it going to over 10 grand here shortly, a coin.
Wow.
So the guys that were buying them for $100 just a short 5 years ago are multimillionaires today. And that's no bullshit. That's the God's honest truth. And that's spendable cash money.
Man.
This kid that I follow on YouTube is just Trevor. A year ago, he was on food stamps. And today he's got $500,000 in the bank, and he's driving a new Mercedes. And it's no bullshit because he opens up his accounts and he shows you the screenshots of what's in his bank account, what's in his Bitcoin account. So you know what he's making. So there's no hot air, no bullshit, no nothing. And he opens up his wallet, and when you're seeing 8, 9 figures in there, this kid knows what he's doing. He's a young black guy who's about as literate as a brick. But he knows his Bitcoin. And that's I follow him, and he's got a live stream every day, and I watch his stuff every day.
The thing is, there's so much stuff about Bitcoin at the moment. I'm always so dubious about who to trust or what to follow. For me, I feel like I'm wasting my time because it just distracts me from doing other things. I just get nothing done.
When you don't know what to do and you don't know how to do it, it's a huge time suck.
Yeah.
There's so much to learn. There's so much to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it getting more expensive every day to get in it? To buy a whole coin, yeah, but you don't have to buy a whole coin. You can buy $2 worth. You can buy $100 worth. You can buy whatever you want to buy, and multiply that. I mean, there's lots of ways to grow the money. But what I'm going to do, and I'm going to wait till the first of the year, but I'm going to buy a couple of, because it'll crash around Christmas time somewhere. There'll be another big drop because it'll skyrocket going into 18.
Yeah.
And I'm going to buy 5 or 6 full-blown coins is what I'm going to buy. I'm going to drop about 20 grand in it.
Wow.
And then let it go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start trading in some of the other currencies. I'm going to use my interest from my Bitcoins to start trading in the other currencies. And that's how you get rich. That's how you make more money.
Hmm.
If you got the money to buy 1 Bitcoin, that's great. Buy it. Stick it away. Stick it away somewhere. Use the interest to buy other currencies and then trade those other currencies because the market is really volatile right now. But you can't do it with money you got to live on. You got to do it with play money.
Yeah.
You can't do it with real money because when it crashes, it hurts too hard.
Yeah.
When it's gone, it's gone. And you got to wait for it to come back. And the trick is to be able to hold on to it and not sell it and trade on what you're making off of it. So it drops, you're not, so what? You lost some money. So what? It'll come back. We're talking about a coin being worth $100,000 someday. That someday could be as little as 4 years away. So any coin that you buy for $4,000 today, when it's worth $10,000, in a blink of an eye here, the way it's going, you're going to be kicking yourself for not doing it. Just like the guys today are kicking themselves they didn't do it 4 years ago. There was a JV offer about 6 years ago, The guys were in there and they were selling Bitcoin. They were selling mining equipment. And it was a JVZoo launch. And I looked at it and I looked at it and I looked at it and I go, what the hell is all this crazy shit? And it was right after that that there was one of the guys that founded the company or was a big investor in the company, ripped it off. He stole millions of dollars and went somewhere. Headline news for a long time. That shied me away from it, and I basically forgot about it. You know, it was like, what the hell do I want to get involved in this crazy stuff for?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? If I had not listened to my inner self and I had bought myself $1,000 or $2,000 back then, we wouldn't be having this conversation today because I wouldn't be in front of this damn computer. And that's the honest to God truth. There's another kid that his grandmother gave him a Bitcoin for his birthday a couple of years back. He's a young kid, but it was a birthday present, and he just parked it, put it away. Kid's worth $1 billion today.
Sure.
On a gift from his grandmother that he didn't know what the hell it was. So yeah, is it strange stuff? Yeah, it's strange stuff. Do you have to pay taxes on it? Yeah, you got to pay taxes on it. It's real money. And it's real spendable money. And they've got debit cards, and you can buy whatever you want to buy, do whatever you want to do. You can convert it all to USD and put it in your bank account if you want.
Here's the thing, guys. Once everybody starts doing what it is, then it's going to be very. Right now, it's mysterious.
It's mysterious. Japan is opening it up as a legal currency in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
India is going to be opening up as legal tender in India because India is in trouble. When these countries start monetizing Bitcoin, Bitcoin is going to go through the roof.
Yep.
No bullshit. No two ways about it. That's what's going to happen. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get myself hooked up with a real guru that I can mastermind a launch with, and then that's when we'll put out a Bitcoin product. Am I working on it? Yeah. I need the right keys. I need the right people.
Yeah.
When I get them, then we'll all make some money.
That's good.
So. Anyway, Dan, I haven't seen you in a while. Where the hell you been?
Yeah, but trying to make some money.
Doing what? Making money? What the hell is that? Not sitting around going broke like the rest of us? Oh, God. As long as you're having fun. As long as you're having fun and making a little money, it's all that matters.
But here's the thing. Where you guys, your best bet, like I said before, is your offline. Why? Because the business owners don't have a clue what they're doing. They don't know how to do any of this. You already know how to do all of it. You got all the software. You got all the tools. All you got to do is basically go out there and get them. That's it.
Did anybody buy? It came out today. Bruce from Bruce New Media. Did anybody buy his PLR stuff?
No.
Anybody see it?
No.
His press release offer was a press release offer today on Warrior.
It looked good.
Yeah, it looked very good. I actually sent Bruce a note. He's promoted my stuff before. I've never promoted his stuff, so I told him I'd give it a shot. I'm interested because I want to get my hands on the software. Because there's a form building press release software in his. It's probably pretty hokey and stupid, but maybe not. I don't know until I see it. But if I decide to pump this thing out, then I'll let you guys know about it.
Cool.
Press releases is huge. It helps. I mean, I'm not sure what Griff's take on it, but it helped me push some of my stuff and got my stuff noticed.
Here's a problem with press releases. Okay, press releases. This is what you got to know. They got to be written right, for one thing. This offer helps you write them the right way. Press release distribution is expensive. And don't let anybody bullshit you. It's expensive. And you got to buy them in blocks of whatever. And I've seen them as high as $800 a piece. And I've seen them as low as $33 a piece. The norm is about 200, somewhere between 150 and 225 for a press release with good distribution. All right. I just got an email yesterday from an outfit called EIN. And EIN's offer was, I'll tell you here, let me grab my email, I'll tell you what it was. EIN knows 2 free releases with any purchase of a pro bundle this week. A pro bundle's $400. So they're $35 a piece, but that gives you 12 releases. Now, if you've got 12 people to sell those releases to, then it's not expensive. But if you don't have anybody to sell those releases to, then it's outrageous. So that's entirely up to you. But that's about, that outfit at least does deals. Some of the other ones don't do any deals. And there's a lot of crappy ones out there that charge $75, $80, $100.50. But they have no distribution, so the stuff never gets seen. You don't want to go that route either.
The last time I was here, you guys were kind of hashing over the idea of trying to come up with a set of tools that would help us rank on the first page of Google. Has there been any more thought or work into that?
The only thing we're working on is the indexer, and that's supposed to be uploaded tonight.
So what does the indexer do?
Indexing is what indexes. It's what notifies Google what you're trying to rank. The indexer will rank videos, it'll rank pages, it'll rank whatever you want it to rank.
What do you actually call it? What are you going to call that? Indexer or?
We haven't really named it. I've been waiting to see it. I just got a PM this morning saying it's going to be uploaded tonight, so I'm going to wait and see.
Is it going to be a launch later on, Griff?
It could be, yeah, depending on how it looks. I mean, if it looks fairly decent, yeah, I'll launch it.
Yeah, I'd like to see maybe next month or whatever, because it's something that a lot of people are looking to get your stuff ranked on Google. I mean, we talked about it before. That's the #1 problem, is that even like Joshua's stuff, he has something with whatever crap it's called. I know it's not going to work as well as what you have here, and they need something to rank their stuff on Google.
The problem with the pinging tool, the way it was, you could only do one at a time. At least this way, you can drop in a CSV, and it'll do them all at one crack, and it'll track the progress. So you'll know which ones are being seen, which ones aren't.
Yeah, I know that you're probably going to.
This is one thing that you know, internet marketers aren't going to tell you because they don't give a rat's ass. All they want is your money. I don't care what you do with Google. If Google doesn't want to see something, it's not going to see it. I mean, that's just plain and simple. You can pound the shit out of what you think should go on page 1. If Google doesn't want to see it, if they don't want to index it, and doesn't follow their criteria, the bots aren't going to buy it. It's just the way it is.
Well, Google really wants to see my stuff.
Well, you would like to think they'd like to see everybody's stuff. You know, I would love for them to see a lot of my stuff too, but Google doesn't think that way. Google is such a pain in the ass. You know, we've got some awesome tools and they all work. But getting them, you know, there's no guarantee to page 1. And even with a press release, you know, it all depends on the keywords and the body text. And that's really, that's still the game, is the keyword and the body text and the tags. That's the trick. And if you've got that magic worked out, and then you index it, and you're farming it out to some PBNs, it's got more of a chance. But I'm more of a realist. I mean, I guarantee Google page 1 is marketing hype. You know, There's not another marketer on the planet that's going to tell you that, but it's all bullshit.
True.
That's true. God's honest truth. It's bullshit.
There's
Nobody
a-
on God's earth can guarantee Google page 1 ranking. You can't do it. It's just, you can't. I don't care whose tool you buy, and I don't care what you do with it. If the keywords aren't right, and the body text isn't right, and the tags aren't there, it ain't going to rank. Period. There's no magic.
But here's where I struggle. I mean, if we're going out to clients and we can't get their videos ranked on the first page of Google, then I don't see any value with what we're providing them.
I think you're referring to that program that Griff mentioned a while back, Dan, which Griff got at a launch. Now they've upped the price. I think it's a monthly price. Was that the same program?
I don't know.
For video?
I don't remember. I can't guarantee, when I do videos myself, I might put 10 or 15 of them out there before I get one to hit page 1.
But here's the thing. I've been doing very well with a lot of this. If you see a video that's already on page 1 on Google, chances are you can do it yourself. Now, if you don't see it on page 1, you got to find out where it is. It might be on page 50, 200, 15. If you can find it, it's a good chance you're going to nudge it up to page 7, 2, and 1.
If you see a video, if you see a video that's sitting in the spot that you want to be in, then you got to go in, you got to look at the video, and you got to see what his tags are, what his body text is.
What backlinks he did, that's very simple to do. You just find his backlinks.
You've got the tools to do all that. It just takes the investigation ahead of time to do it. And you've got the tools to do the investigation too. So you have to dissect the video that's sitting there, and then you got to go, well, how do I get mine there? Well, you clone it.
I've never had a problem getting on.
Use his as a backlink.
I've never had problems getting on first page of Google with the
It just
video.
depends on the keywords. Yeah,
What you need.
that's all it is. It's the keywords and the body text. And you have to get good at it. I've sold a lot of videos. I have never guaranteed page 1 to anybody. But I've always managed in the niches that I'm in, park them on page 1. Now, I've got just as many on page 2. And I've got, if you look in the video section, if I pick a niche, I'll have the first 7 or 8 videos. But I might be number 2 or number 3 or number 8 on the first page of Google. I might have a blog post that's higher than my video. There's no rhyme or reason to what Google does. And maybe you can't park that video on page 1, but there's no reason why you can't do it as a Tumblr post and use the video as a backlink in the Tumblr post. I mean, there's 1,000 ways to skin that cat. You just got to think outside the box. Look at what's there. Honestly, that's what you got to do.
Griff, that one dude that's actually, I think he's been getting, I'm not sure if he's doing this, but also getting page Tumblr domains or something like that. Is that possible?
I don't know. There's so much hocus pocus out there. I don't know what to do.
What you got to do is, here's the thing. Whatever niche you're going for, look at the guys or what's on there. Like Wikipedia, you're not going to be getting, of course, you can't really copy because that's a page, website. But look at who's on there. See why, see what the backlinks, see how old the website could be. Sometimes there's an authority there. But for some reason, and we're lucky that YouTube allows us to rank pretty easy. Very seldom, unless it's very hard keyword to go after, I've usually ranked my video on. It sometimes may take me a week.
Unless you're coming up against a monster, it's actually pretty easy. But if you're going after a monster, it becomes becomes harder because he might have a year or two of work behind it. And that means you're not going to bump him and get above him until you've done something special. And that's, you'll get underneath him, but bumping him and getting over him, that's a whole different ballgame. And that's not something that's generally done instantly. You know, you talk to Matt Bush, and Matt, you know, and this is something that Matt Bush does for his clients all the time. But he doesn't guarantee any kind of statistics for that business until he's worked on it for 6 months or more. You know, he's got a strategy for ranking a video. And when that video hits page 1, it's there and it sticks. But it ain't going to happen that first week. It happens after a period of time. And he taught that years ago. You know, there is no instant magic. It's a long progression. And you use the tools to keep it moving up the ladder. If you can get it there, if you can get it on spot 7 or 8, well, now you can start bumping it up and bump. You got to work at it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no magic sauce. That just becomes a job.
It's just SEO and nudging. That's all it is. Nudging it, nudging and nudging. But once you're there, it's hard to get you off.
Oh yeah.
And then you can rent that spot to almost anybody once you got that spot because they know that, hey, you know what, you can't get off.
James, you'll probably like this comment. We were talking about Holly last week. Apparently, I've seen in two groups that she was in, she mentioned that she had cracked the code for ranking any YouTube video in Google. But I think she has retracted those statements because I think she must have got hammered with comments from people. But I've seen that she said that.
We'll be talking to her very soon. Here's the thing, and she's, like I said, she's a cool chick. I like her. You know, I can't help but not like her. And we became really good friends. It's just the personalities. Plus, I made her laugh. You know, you get her to laugh, she loves you. And she has a product that's coming out. I do want to promote it. I mean, why? I like the chick. You know, how can I not? She's a cool chick. Not a lot of people hate her, you know, but I like her. But I like most people. When she does have it out, I will promote it. But what I also would do, I'm going to do a webinar. The webinar will go as long as that, you know, that I can basically get some of the juicy information out of it. And she likes doing it because I make her feel comfortable on it too.
This is where I draw the line, okay? And this is something you guys, you know, and I mentioned this the last time we talked about it. Holly Cooper is all black hat, and I don't care which way you shake it, upside down, backwards, you know, I don't care what you do with it. That's all she's about, is black hat ranking. I don't touch it with a 10-foot pole, and my software will not ever touch it with a 10-foot pole. We are strictly white hat. We might get a little gray areas sometimes, but I won't go the black hat route. If you want to play with black hat stuff and invest in a VPS and invest in the capture tools and invest more, then black hat works. Black hat only works temporarily. And once Google finds out about it, it's all gone. So you've invested all that time and all that money and all that hope and expectation in something, and you've sold that all to a client, and in 6 months, guess what? Client calls you, where's my video? Guess what? Google got a hold of the algorithm, you're all done. You got squashed. And that happens to Holly daily.
Numerous times.
Now, do you want customers calling you bitching because where's my video? You sold me a video. It was on page 1. Now I can't find it for the life of me. Where'd it go? I paid you all this money. Where is it? Well, explain to him that you ranked it with a black hat software that Google found out about, and now it's nowhere. It's gone.
Yeah, I mean, it just causes interest when somebody puts a very bold claim.
But that's the only way it can work.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to do things illegally, sure, they work. But for how long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, is it worth it? It's not worth it to me. It's not worth it to my customers. It's not, and you guys as my customers, it's not worth it to me.
Here's a curiosity thing. If she does black hat, She knows that her launch won't go well. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I'll disclose exactly what it is. I'm going to be basically, here's the thing. I'm going to be non-partial. Basically, I'm going to play what it is, and I'm just going to be that reporter that says, hey, is it black hat, or is it black hat, is gray flat, or is it white hat? I have a feeling if she does put out something that's black hat, she's going to get her ass kicked, literally, inside this community. Because people just such as Griff, and there's many other Griffs out there that don't want that. And they don't want to send that to their customers. I'm just telling you straight up. And the last time she did something I did promote it, it was white hat, but it's no longer working. I also mentioned that too. So whatever you do, you basically have to go in knowing that this may only work for a short amount of time, just like Griff said, and can possibly get your stuff, de-indexed, that word de-indexed. You have to do your due diligence. Will I check it out? Yeah, I'll check it out. I'm going to get a copy. Probably she's going to give me a copy. But I'm going to check it out, see what I think about it, show it to Griff, see what he thinks. She sometimes comes out with something, because she does this for a living, of stuff that nobody ever thought of. Because she has to, because she's going against other Hollywood.
Right.
I don't know. All I know it is to make stuff on Google so far. I don't know anything about the software, but I'll let you know everything I know, and if it's any worth of your time, and you make that decision. If it's black hat, I would totally agree with Griff. Stay arm's length away from it, because you know what? You don't need your accounts or anything de-indexed.
Yeah.
I've had stuff de-indexed. I'll tell you, it's not fun.
No, and I'll look at what she does, and I will watch what she does, and if it's duplicatable, well, I'll buy it, duplicate it. And that's not.
Yes, he will, and he'll make it better. He will.
Awesome.
He will. He has a bunch of guys. He was 15.
But I'll do it in a way that it will be white hat. I mean, that's just the way.
He'll pull it apart, and he'll take all the gunk out and kind of make it safe for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's called putting limits in it. And a lot of guys don't like having limits. Well, you know what? Limits are there for a reason. We limit things, and we limit use because
You got trouble.
otherwise there's trouble. And once Google sees anything as a spam, they look at it and they watch it. The bots watch it, and they shut it down. It's just the way they do.
I'm not going to use her stuff on anything that is websites that I value. I would use it on other sites.
If you want to use it for your own offers and doing shit for yourself, well, God bless you. Use black hat all you want, because the only person that's ultimately going to get hurt in the end is you and your bank account.
Yes.
Don't want to use those kinds of services for your customers.
Don't use it. Or any websites you value.
Yes, or anything you value. You got a bunch of dead-end stuff out there that you want to rank real quick to exploit for whatever reason quickly. Well, yeah, that's one way to do it. And I'm all, God bless you, go do it. But for the customer, no, not a chance in hell.
Yeah.
That's totally it. Because, like, for example, say that you have a website that's maybe 7 years old. How sick in the stomach would you feel once it's de-indexed? You're sick in the stomach. And it doesn't come back. That's it. You're done. I mean, that's why you'll see stuff, on auctions that it's de-indexed. A lot of these domains that are high authority, or that were of good authority before, like 7, 8 years old, because they're de-indexed. And that's one of the first things that I did when I was buying auction names, was to see if they were de-indexed. And a lot of times they were de-indexed, even though they were a patron of a bomb, they were worthless to me, because somebody did something such as Holly might have done.
Yeah.
And then she cuts them loose. I have a feeling that she may or may not do the black hat. She does. I think the launch will not do well, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
Well, her webbies usually do well. Her launches don't do as well.
But here's the thing. I will ask her to come on, and you guys ask her. Hopefully, I can get her on to this. If not, I'm going to ask her questions. I want you to give me hard questions to ask her.
Well, I'm interested in. I mean, I can see everything is going video.
It's all video.
Oh yeah, and I haven't really caught up with video, and I'm not really a video person. But I've never really been that creative. And one thing I was thinking about, and this could even become a product as well, Griff, is alternatively, I would like to look at doing something for affiliate marketing. And my issue is looking at trying to design that perfect video for affiliate marketing, for example. And I was thinking if you had like a product or something which had like, I don't know, it can even be niche related for offline clients as well. But if you had like a product or something which had like a video which is in line with that product, and then in the beginning and the end you've got like about 30 seconds or so, and basically the video is the same throughout. Well, the same for the niche. I mean, not the same for the niche, but the video will identify itself as that niche. And what people can do is they can then enter like, I don't know, company name through the video, and then they can put like an intro and an outro, whatever they want, towards the beginning and the end. I don't know how difficult that is to do, but does that make sense? So basically you identifying a video per niche or per affiliate product or whatever. That way, anybody that goes and uses that video will have to put their own special spin on the video to identify whatever it is.
So much of that stuff's out there already. I mean, Ray Lane's got his monthly.
Oh, okay.
The offline video offer last week that's all that is B-roll footage. You have to learn how to use a video editor.
Yeah,
that's really what you need to learn how to use, and that's the key to it.
I mean,
you can find a short.
I pretty much know how to use a video editor. I've got Camtasia, which I'm pretty proficient in. My problem is
intros and outros. That's all you need.
Just intros and outros. Getting the data, I suppose.
Overlay some text. I mean, all you need is a patterned interrupt. You need a call to action. You need an outro. And that's really all you need. That's going to be part of the digital paper launch that I'm going to put out. I'm going to do a bunch of. There's 100. I think there's 100. I don't know. I haven't counted. I've just been working on them. But there are a bunch of green screen clips. And in office settings, or there are people with laptops, people with mobile devices, people. But video is not. The image itself is static, but the green screen in the laptop or in the mobile device or whatever the hell it is, a coffee cup or whatever it is, you can underlay whatever video you want to create the interest in what you're trying to do.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and there's software out there that does it, but it's $30-40 a month, and I buy it. I use it when I need something special. But for the average guy, it's a whole lot easier just to take a slide, throw a slide in Camtasia, throw a video underneath the green screen, add some text and an outro. You're all done. And
do you have any utilities or resources for which is easily available for that?
Yeah, I'll put them in the group.
Oh, thanks, Griff. Cool.
Yeah, I'll do that. Just as a matter of fact, I get Inky Deals just sent me another email today. I haven't even looked at it yet. But that's what I do. I look at these bulk sites that they're sending this offers on stuff. It costs you $20 and you buy 300 pieces of whatever. But then you go in and you open up Photoshop and you instead of inserting a picture where they tell you to insert a picture, you insert a green screen. And now you take that, you throw it into Camtasia, you throw a video underneath it, and now you remove the green screen, and now your video is playing.
I haven't dealt much with green screens, but I think I can learn it pretty easily.
You should be in our course because we teach that. Yeah, a lot of, video is a tool.
Yeah.
Most people don't understand how to use the tool. They think it's just a matter of sticking a video in there and adding some text. Well, no, that ain't it, and that won't cut it. You have to create the buzz. You have to create the interest. Visually, it has to be something they want to look at for more than 3 seconds, and they want to click
Yeah.
on it to go see. I designed some really crazy stuff, but it gets eyeballs. But that'll be the digital paper thing. So that'll be, that's a week or two out. It's going to be a quick end of the month. My list only. It's not going to be a JV launch unless James sees something in it or where somebody else might like it. But otherwise, no.
Oh, cool.
We've got the only thing I've been worrying about right now is getting Castor out. The other 2 software products nailed down, which they are pretty much right now. The links will be inside of Agency. I'm not talking about the indexing and the pinging thing. That's actually free. By the weekend, more than likely. So you'll have 2 new products, and then the indexer is the 3rd one. And then just keep your eye out on the emails, because there's going to be some stuff I'm going to promote. Well, I don't promote a whole lot. I mean, I only promote shit that I buy. So if I need stock footage, I'm only going to promote a stock footage site that's actually bought.
Yeah.
There's too much crap out there not to do it any other way. But other than that, that's about all that's coming for me till September sometime.
What do you think about Profit Blog Network's PBNs?
What?
PBNs.
I hate them.
Why?
And so does Google hates them too. So they're a lot of work. And if you're using a builder, they're going to get tracked. And I don't care. As a footprint, I don't care how you get around it. There's always a footprint, a spot for footprints.
I've used PBNs before as well. Google's getting more clever. There's like a 36-day leeway now if you buy a non-dropped PBN and link it to a website. Before anything, it takes roughly about 36 days to see anything happen. It's depends how you want to play it. It's not really worth it. I'll stop buying PBNs.
You have to be populating them weekly and with fresh weekly. So it becomes a major chore. Major chore. So I don't. I usually don't get involved with it. It's a lot of work. It really is. It's a lot of work. I'm getting too old to do a whole lot of work. I want things that are quick and easy. I mean, I'm
the same as you. I want something simple. I'm not going after setting up domains, getting the content, putting it on, backlinking, going back, checking it, updating plugins.
The fastest way to get page 1 anywhere on Google is a live stream. It's still the fastest, best way. And if you're, like I said, if your keywords and your body text is right, you're going to hit page 1. Now, whether or not you stick there is up to you. Because if you don't have the backbone behind it, it's not going to stick.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll do the dance, it'll go out there day 1. It'll be right there on page 1, and then it'll dance. And it'll drop. It'll go to page 2 or page 3. And if the back juice is there, she's going to come right back to page 1. And when she does, it'll stick there. Google Dance has always been, will always be. There's very few that'll hit page 1 and stay there immediately from day 1. They jockey it. That's all they do. And that's just the way Google is. So.
Here's the next launch, or one of the launches, Griff, I was going to get to it. It's something where that live streaming, where we show them how to do something with live streaming, and then we give them some kind of juice that'll help them stay on page 1. Something that gives them back. I don't care what it is, but you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah. My next.
You would like something like that, of course, because they can. We'll actually have somebody go on, maybe one of you guys even show, because I know you guys teach really good, how to do a live stream. Bam, and then the software basically gives the live juice to help keep you there. Bam.
The issue as a developer, and this is the same issue that a lot of developers face, is where do you focus? Right now my focus and our focus has always been Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook and YouTube are 2 different critters. It's two different animals. And you haven't seen any Facebook launches lately because Facebook's burnt out as far as JV Zoo crowd is concerned because
Yeah, tell me about it.
it's been pumped dry. Now, I have a new tool. It's been built, and I haven't promoted it yet. It's sitting on a shelf. What I am going to do at the end of September is we're going to repackage my whole Facebook tool set with a new name and a new website, and that will be a new product. The last Google launch, YouTube Spy, Video Rank Rocket and YouTube Spy were the two last Google launches that we did for video. But there's not a whole hell of a lot of room for improvement in those two tools. I mean, they already do every bloody thing that needs to be done, and they have been for over a year. We launched those last year, and they work today just as well as they worked then. Just that nobody uses them. Well,
See, the problem is that sometimes when you give them so much, they're not even looking for that. They're just looking for one tool, one solution, one problem, and then they don't even know what they're getting, so they're so confused. It's like there's a lot of folks when they go into the agency, there's so much good stuff there, but they're so confused. So in a way, you're kind of giving away the shop instead of maybe just getting one small piece at a time and keeping them focused on that and what it does, especially when these affiliates. Because, like, for example, Ray, and I talk openly, you guys, is that Ray didn't even understand what it was. I said, MediaCaster, I said, this space, I told him exactly what it is. I told him, let me go back and read exactly what I wrote to him so you guys even see what I go through and how people just don't understand. And you're gonna say, how did this person not understand this? But I just want to go into it and just show you exactly how confused even big time marketers are. Let me see. I just want to really bring this up. I think that you guys are going to have a clue of really what is.
Well, most big time marketers are idiots.
Yeah, Griff made. Here's the thing. Looking at it now sounds promising. I have to admit, though, the JV video and the JV page doesn't explain. First of all, it does explain. Okay, I said Griff made. Let me see. Griff made sure you have a copy through the agency. It allows you to do live streaming on Facebook. Very powerful, and I use it myself. You can make it go live or schedule it out on pages, groups, and your own timeline. Very simple to use. What's right now, it works right out of the box. Even I was able to use it, and the first time, and I love it. I've made a lot of money on it. Did you guys understand what I just got done saying? I think so, but you got to remember that they still don't understand it. And that's why I tell Griff sometimes when you give them all these tools, which are cool as shit, man. But the problem is that they can only handle so much in their brains. They don't understand what it does. Even you guys understand what MediaCaster does, but these people don't even understand it. So I have a hard time getting it's
I think if you had a video on the sales page or on their JV page, though, that would take an example and fill out the form and upload the video and then push it out to Facebook and then show them that, hey, this is what it looks like when it gets posted on Facebook.
The demo video does that already.
Oh. Well, it doesn't go through the whole process, though, does it?
Yeah, I think it does.
And plus, everybody knows I've been using it too. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing, because I've done all my affiliate promotions on Facebook, and I also did all my, because people ask me what I use. I said, just look in the small letters, words. It says MediaCaster or whatever I'm using it from. You know, but because Griff has it hooked up like that. But still, it just.
Because it's only one page. I mean, when you do it, when you're a MediaCaster is an example, like most of my tools, the posting tools, they're one page. All you do is fill it out, hit go. That's all you got to do. You're either going to stream it right now, or you're going to schedule it. That's the only choice you have to make.
It's so simple. It's so freaking simple to use. But the whole thing is, like, I have a hard time, or sometimes, like, for example, one David and what's his Griff knows who I'm talking about, couldn't even log in after we made it so simple. We gave him a login and a password. I mean, this is what we deal with, literally. They couldn't. I mean, you guys were able to log in. This guy, gentleman, he couldn't even log in, and we gave him about 3, 4, 5 different logins. I know that Griff remembers that. We're going up and back trying to help him, and he's a big-time guy.
Well, most of you guys don't, and you guys don't understand or know it, but MediaCaster, you know, I already have a user base of close to 400 people in MediaCaster. MediaCaster is not a new tool. I've been using it as an OTO. I've been using it as an upsell. I've been using it for 8 months to build the user base to see how much traffic the tool can handle at any given time, which is why I never launched it before. But it has a user base that's, I think it's 389 people. And I've got over 100 people in the annual license at $150 a year. So does it sell? Yeah, it sells. Does it work? You bet it works. It has never stopped working.
Somebody tried to rip him off, and we know who he is. I'm not going to say his name. I know Griff sometimes says it, but then I got the pack up. But he tried to copy or rip him off, and I think it was a month later. I know Griff knows who I'm talking about. Starts with a C. And then what happened is that this really didn't work. I told you I bought it literally because I just want to see if this dang thing worked. Because I said this shit's a work, but is that literally a rip off of Griff's? And it was supposed to do something with YouTube too. First of all, it didn't work on YouTube, and it definitely did not work on Facebook. I told Griff about this right away.
That was Exciter, yeah.
Yeah, and he ripped Griff off verbatim. And you know what? He made probably $100,000, but you know what? They're all suckers because they lost all their money, did not even work. And here's another thing. If a marketer is not using his own software to push their own product, like MediaCast or like we do, like if you see me doing JV launch and it doesn't say their thing, whatever, it means it doesn't work if they don't trust it.
Yeah. I've got a question. Now, we know that backlinks, we know that keywords, and we know that you've got to really add the juice to your video. How do you get the right keywords? How do you write all that so that you can get that MediaCaster can do its job for you? How do you what's everybody's process of getting that done?
Well, that's a Facebook tool, so you don't have to worry about all that stuff.
But still, all right, even though it's a Facebook tool, most of us do video, and we're going to put it on also on YouTube. So we're going to put it on YouTube.
Put your tags in the link.
All right. Where do you get them from? How do you come up with the best tags, and what's your process? How's your thinking when you're writing?
Well, you have to decide pretty much what your niche is going to be first, and that once you know who you're trying to go after, those are the key words you're going to use. I mean, if you're dealing with heart attacks or heart disease, or those are going to be your tags.
Griff, do you have a tool that you can put in a keyword and scrape YouTube and find the best keyword for that?
Of course we do. We do it, and we also have it in the AdWords account.
Yes.
We have it in the AdWords tool also.
That's where it is. I use it all the time.
And we actually use the AdWords API. It's not the Google API, it's the AdWords API.
So AdWords, and what was the other one?
Well, that's the one you want to use. You want to use the scraper. I'm just saying we don't use a generic API for that. We use the AdWords API.
And it works really well, guys. Really well.
And it gives you your cost per click. It's going to tell you what your competition is on the keyword.
Gotcha.
You have those tools are there.
Yeah, it works very well.
That was all part. That was all part of the. I think that was part of the Rank Rocket launch. I think. Memory serves.
All right. So go back to Rank Rocket and actually just look that up and use it. So you look up the keyword. You look up.
You can dissect inside of agency. You can dissect any video. Keywords,
Gotcha.
body text, and tags. It dissects any video.
Keywords,
Information. You can put in the URL. Yeah, you can put in the URL of a video, and it's going to tell you exactly what that video contains.
You know,
right,
Griff.
okay.
Griff, would you be willing to, like maybe the next session, go through and dissect the video using your tools?
Sure.
Because we don't even know all the tools that are available to us. And
Oh, that's a deal. You know, that right there is a product. That
What is a product? It was sold as a product. It did fairly well.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. The actual process. You've got people who are very intelligent who don't understand the process. That's a product that can be sold for lots of money.
Well, maybe. Yeah.
See where he's going, Griff, what I told you before? One problem, one solution.
Right.
See, the whole thing is that, see, Griff is an internet marketer. He's a genius. And he really is. His mind works, but it's a lot faster than ours because he knows software, he knows coding, he knows all this stuff. But he doesn't realize that he's talking to people that are not at that level.
Because most people, all right, you've got,
Don't know.
most people really understand how they do things. But you put them into a mixture of lots of new things, and the internet is new really to a lot of people. You will have enormous amounts of people who don't know the simple things. Just like what you just explained, Griff. I've been trying to figure out how the heck you do all that, because if you put it all together, you win. If you don't put it all together, you lose. It's simple.
That's
Well, yeah,
what
it's
you're
just,
talking about, Griff. You got to dumb it down, or even for me, because here's the thing: is that we just need we don't understand. You understand the whole process, and you give us everything at the time. Like you literally give us a working car. We don't need that. All we need to do is have somebody push us around in the wheelbarrow. You know, we don't need that elaborate. Then that way we can build onto it with the OTOs.
yeah.
So give us something small, sell for $17, maybe 50%, then sell it higher on the OTOs with a small piece of plugin or tool that didn't cost you a lot to make. Then you upsell them into the agencies or whatever.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's the way to do it.
Small steps lead to big steps. I've said that many times.
I just had an idea. All right, I'll chew on that.
Now Chris is starting to understand that. See, Griff is like a PhD professor that's talking maybe at Harvard. We're students. We're college guys that like to screw around in the classroom, throw whiz balls at each other, you know, shoot things out of straws. That's how we are, Griff. Give us simple little things, and then build us, and then upsell us to the agency later on.
Unbelievable.
Am I right, Thomas?
You hit the nail on the head. The guy who wins is the person who puts it all together. And your customers are your people who don't have it all together. You just simply put it together for you, but you charge for each little segment.
Exactly. Thomas just told you, which would be a fantastic product, is how to do a live stream. I mean, one of you guys I know is really good at doing it. Teach how to do a live stream. Give something that can give some possible power juice, even to keep us up there for a week or 2 weeks to show our clients there. That's all that matters. And I know that you guys agree with me. And then it's our work to actually keep putting more stuff to push it back further and further. But that's the only thing that we, and then give us the agency on the OTO1 so that we have the proper tools to give even more link to, so we can keep built up there for the next 6 months, so that we're impenetrable. Right, Thomas?
In fact, if you look at major marketers, Ben Atkins, all right? Ben will give you the answer to one item, but he brings up the second item that you've got to buy as far as the upsell. Then you go to the third item, you go to the fourth item, and finally, hey, if you want to really put this together and make up and be able to do what you need to do, here's the ultimate. You buy the agency, so by that time you've got 4 items.
Yep.
Well, you sell the agency, and everybody wins in that process. You win humongously well because you've got a bunch of agency folks who pay for the agency part. But all the way during the process, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 problems. The first one is free. The first product that you do is free. but the second one is the $19 or $99. The third one is the $249 to $299. The fourth one is the $9.99, and then the agency is whatever you want it.
That's just what he's talking about is one problem, one solution. I'm good friends with Ben. Okay, very good friends. I mean, when me and Ben meet, I mean, we literally give hugs. You know, that's how close we are. So, but the thing is that
it's not just Ben. It's not just Ben. It's every major marketer solves the problem, but he introduces at the same time, or she introduces at the same time, the second problem. Then you got to solve the second problem to get, and you got the third problem facing you because you don't have all the answers.
So what you do, Griff, is that you have a $17 product. You teach them the live stream. You give them a simple tool to actually help them with the lead juice in the background. That's all you're doing. And then that $17, you have 50% for the thing. That's a small lead-in. The conversions are going to be off the wall as long as the sales pages are done. The second, then after that, if you want to really do this and put some backlink juice onto it, you get the agency, which it gives you all these tools to make it literally impossible with the click of a few buttons. Bam. And that's it. That's really all there is to it.
Unbelievable.
Does he have $17 or $27? I don't care what it is, but that's basically how I think that's the best way to push this, because a lot of us, including me and a lot of the folks that do purchase these products, we're not computer literate almost.
We don't know it. We don't know it. We weren't grown up that way. You have to learn it as you go.
But, you know, that's something for Griff to chew on. He might be chewing tobacco right now. What's that, right? So.
Dan, it's good to see you today. And Dave, he's back from his journey in Europe. So it's
Thanks, man.
y'all back.
Yeah, it's, you know. But I know totally what you're talking about, Thomas. It's just, you know, as I talk to a lot, especially, see, I get really good because my 24,000 group, and they ask so basic questions, even like it's almost a little bit more than copy and pasting. So I like how to upload a YouTube video. See, a lot of folks out there, especially they're buying these products, they literally know how to upload a YouTube video, or even how to put their tags in, you know, and it goes, or even how to name it on the computer. You know what I'm talking about. When you upload it, you name it. You write your tags in there. There's somewhere that you do all that stuff. That will actually help you rank also. You know what I'm talking about, right? When you upload to the computer, you can kind of name it. You put your 5 stars on there. You have all that inside there.
Does that still work?
For me, it does.
Okay.
I use it. Let me tell you, this has been going on back for like 5-7 years. But I used to teach this stuff. And you know what? If that gives me 1% more chance than you, if I'm going up against you, I'm going to take it every time. Because it takes me a couple of minutes to do it. So I totally recommend doing it. I think it can't help. It can't hurt. And most people are not doing it anyway. So where's Google actually saying that everybody's doing it? When everybody's doing it, it makes it not work as much. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to trick the system. Google doesn't mind you doing the extra work because you're doing it by hand. You're not doing it by computer. You start doing it with bots like Holly does. It could get you in trouble. Yes, it can. But here's the thing. If I do a webinar later on, if she agrees to, if you learn one thing that you can use for white hat, you're way ahead. And that's what I plan on. I mean, if I do get her on, I will ask her hard questions. I won't trip her up. I'm not like that. I'm not a jerk. You know what I'm saying? But I will ask her point blank. I said, will this get you de-indexed? And I will tell, and the whole thing is, I won't just throw that at her. I will tell her that I'm going to ask that before I do the show. Because I'm not an idiot. I'm not a jerk to anybody. You know, I wouldn't do that to somebody. And, you know, sitting there throwing something and also, that's wrong. I treat people how I want to be treated. So anyway, any last things, because we went over an hour, so, but I wanted to try to give you more than, you know, what you thought. But here's the thing, is next week, I think that if Griff, agrees, maybe go over to Indexer. What do you guys think? What's Griff think? It's up to Griff. This is Griff software, not mine.
No, that's fine. I'm just doing some experimenting here.
Yeah.
I'm inside agency right now, and I'm fiddling with things. I forgot how good this video search engine really was.
Wow.
It's good stuff. When do you think indexing might be inside here?
We're supposed to upload it tonight, so we'll see.
All right. Yeah. And are they just going to name it Indexer under the YouTube part, or how are they going to do that?
I won't know until I see it, because I'll probably have them change the name because they don't know what the hell I want anyway.
Yeah, definitely. So,
I mean, honestly, it's one of those things where I tell them what I want, they build it, and then I've got to name it and tell them where to move it to and all that happy stuff. So,
one last question, Griff. This is possible for launch, and it could be membership only. And I'm sure everybody would pay to do it too, of course, I think, because they know that you're going to have to go through a lot of extra work. What do you think maybe some age YouTube things, and then anybody that pays a monthly fee will be able to participate in that? And then that way the monthly fee will help you purchase more of them and keep them, everything going well, like the Tumblr accounts.
Aged accounts?
Yes, and then have a membership, and I'm sure that these guys, especially if it's YouTube, wouldn't have no problem. Really, I would pay for it myself, be part of it, so that, see, here's the thing. The monthlies are going to help build the membership even higher so that we would have more aged accounts or maybe YouTubes or whatever it is. And then as conglomerate evolves, we're all benefiting.
Yeah, but it's... okay. First of all, I don't slam anybody's idea because everybody's idea is a good idea in one way or another. Problem with aged accounts is Google's already onto it. So there's a problem with aged accounts to begin with.
Are they temporary?
What?
Are they temporary good?
Yeah, the trouble is the aged accounts. I mean, Google is already onto what the guys are doing with aged accounts. So, I mean, it's a waste of time. It's one of those shiny object things. I've got this, and it's really cool, and you can own it for $50.
Michael says he has a million of them.
Well, I'm sure he does. And he's going to sell every sucker on the planet on the idea. You know what? Who is that benefiting other than Michael? All right? I mean, that's I'm not in this to get rich, right? Plain and simple. It's not my game. Never has been. Never will be. There's a lot of shit I could sell if all I wanted to do was get rich and I didn't give a rat's ass about my customers. I won't do it.
Here's the thing, guys, don't be afraid to come up with questions for a Griff, because sometimes if he does say, hey, I can make that work, you're helping everybody.
Well, yeah, because I live in a vacuum. Mm-hmm. and I operate in a vacuum. The only person I talk to daily is me, usually. Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, I'm into 15 things at any given time, and I'm asking questions and giving myself answers on 3 different projects all day long. So I lose track of, I'm being honest, I lose track of what I've got, what it'll do, how it'll benefit people, because I already built it, provided it, sold it, and it's there. It works. Mm-hmm. Can it be expanded on? Oh, sure it can be. But I've already forgotten about it.
Sure.
All right. I mean, and I'm just being brain dead honest with you. I'm as brain dead as the next guy. How many developers do you know that have the tool set that I have that can tell you everything about every piece of it and remember it all 6 months later?
Nobody.
It can't happen. Your brain can only hold so much. And then throw a heart attack and medication in the middle of it, and you forgot what you did yesterday.
Well, that's why I mentioned even like there's a PGM launch that's coming on the 24th. And that's why I wanted to ask Griff about it. Was it because some of you guys might be sent an email, and I'd rather it's by Joshua, but I wanted to, because if it's good stuff, I'll let you know it's good stuff. But I'd rather I ask Griff before you purchase anything, so that you don't get.
I'm going to predicate this with my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we'll take personalities aside because
Yes.
I'm not gonna poke that bear even though I already shot it once. I wouldn't buy a PBM builder if my life depended on it. I would not waste my money. And you have to remember, there are marketers on this planet that do not develop their own software.
No, they don't.
They're buying somebody else's and they're partnering with that somebody else, and you don't know who that somebody else is, and you don't know if the shit works or if they're going to be around in 6 months. Or if they've already been around for a year, has it been upgraded in a year? Or is this just a new sales page on an old tool? You don't know those things. It's real easy to make an old tool look brand new, but the code's all the same. So we're, my personal opinion, I wouldn't waste my time. I don't waste my time on technology that I know is temporary and that Google's already onto. That's just me. I mean, I've got nothing against the guys that are selling it, and then they'll go out and they'll make $30,000-$40,000 selling it to every idiot on the planet. God bless them. That's what JVZoo is for, making money. Is it for helping the customer? No. JVZoo is for making affiliates money. That's what it's for.
Themselves.
That's all it is.
It's
Not to help the end user. They could give a rat's ass about the end user. All they care about is putting money in their pocket. The affiliate and the company and the affiliates. That's what it's for making money.
I don't even know what a PBM is. So but obviously I don't need to know either.
Because PBMs is old technology, and it's not. You can only whitewash that fence so many times, I'm afraid. So that's my opinion. What if I were looking to find another way to rank videos, that'd be the last place I'd look. It would be the absolute last place. I'd find another way.
So your indexer is probably going to be the best. Would you say so?
My indexer is good. The ranking tools that we have already are already good. And there's no getting better than a live stream, and there isn't anybody that's got a more affordable live streaming app out there than me.
True.
Facebook or YouTube. I don't care which one you choose. It works. It's easy. It's a little quirky at times. As far as YouTube is concerned, a lot of guys don't understand that when you hit that stream button on my server, it starts instantly. Well, that doesn't mean it's hooked up to YouTube instantly, because it don't work that way. YouTube's got to grab it and then start streaming it. And there can be up to, but generally not exceeding 20 seconds. Somewhere in that 0, and I've never really had go much more than 10 seconds. But there's going to be a dead air space. So if you start streaming your video right now, you're going to lose that first 10 seconds of the video by the time YouTube picks it up. Because they're going to catch it as it's already been playing. So you'll have to get used to using an intro. Hang an intro on it. Stream it. Now, because you set it to private, right? Stream everything private. Get in there, cut the front end off of it. It's real easy. YouTube's got a video clipper in there. You go in there, clip it off. You're done. Now you put your tags, your text, your keywords, everything in that video, because they don't start to rank it until it comes off of private. Now you make it public. Bang. She's on page 1, just the way you want it to be. And did it take you an extra 20 seconds? Yeah, it took you 20 seconds. So what? That's how easy it is. It's not hard. You just have to just a step.
Does it benefit you to have Periscope and Twitter feeds? You can do that.
It depends on if you have a following on those venues. If there's people watching it, then yeah, but otherwise,
All right.
backlinks are backlinks. Tumblr is one. You know, when I put a video up on, and I do it manually, still to this day, before I go into agency and do anything there, when I'm inside of YouTube itself, and I'm setting up that video, and you've got all those social media links that are sitting there, I click them all.
Oh, okay. All right.
I share them all. And the link that goes right to Tumblr is right there. Put your body text right in that link, and there's your post. And I'll tell you, there's a whole lot of times that my Tumblr post is on page one longer than the video.
Wow.
You'll see posts, but you won't see the videos. Now you'll see the video on the video side, you know, on spot 1, 2, or 3. But as far as on the Google page itself, you'll see the post before you see the video. And that's on a general video upload, not a live stream. If you're doing it as a live stream, the live stream will be there. So. Newsworthy always hits page 1. It's something
That's
different.
the key. That's a jewel. What you just gave us is a jewel right there, because I mean, I've never heard that before, ever.
Well, I got to tell you. Who's going to tell you?
Nobody. Griff.
I got to tell you. Who's going to take the time? Who's going to take the time to tell you? Nobody's going to take time to tell you.
Good question, Griff. Marketers are asking me. I think Evergreen might be better because JVs do rather have it that way. But they're asking me how long your launch is going to be.
They're always evergreen.
Okay, Evergreen. Okay, cool.
Always ever. Mine are always evergreen.
Yeah.
And that's if I remember to reset the timers.
I did.
There's a lot of times I don't remember to set the timers. The timers go dead and they're sitting there with a bunch of zeros, but the pages are live.
And then let me see. Did you get the JV access by chance?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Oh, okay. And then
I sent you Sam Becker's, and I sent you a text file for the JVs.
Okay. And then they're asking me about the prizes. I'm going to say that you're still setting the prizes.
The prizes is the money they're going to make when they promote it. Otherwise, they can get.
I'm still setting up the prizes.
Yeah, tell them it's coming soon.
That ain't.
I hate the affiliate contest because nobody ever had. You know, I always do minimums because I figure if a guy is going to promote a product and he can't sell at least 100 copies of it, what's the point of having them around?
Yeah, true. That's how it is. But see, that's what you basically you see. It's just like it is. It's work, but you gotta find your niche. And then you got to have to just focus on it. If it's offline, if it's JV management, it's whatever it is. But you're never going to be, if you're a master of everything, you're a master of none.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really how it is. I'm just being honest. Some of you guys are doing too many things.
Some of these guys are just leeches. They want everything under the sun, and they'll mail for it once, and that'll be the end of it. There's very few hardworking internet marketers.
They're pure sites.
So
that's where they're going. I mean, you mail for them, and then when you ask them for to help you out, crickets.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I keep on telling you, the best and the easiest way you're going to make the most money, and I still do, is your offline business. I've said it multiple times, is because I believe in it. If you're getting into the affiliate marketing, basically, or the launching, you're dealing with some of the slimiest bastards there are. And Griff will tell you. You better get ready to actually, if you wrestle with a pig, you're going to get muddy and dirty. And that's just how it is. I mean, you better have thick skin. You will be in wars. You will be in fights. People will attack you because you're too big. And they got to take you down. I told you guys, I'm not sure if I even told you, but I had people I was working with, and I was in wars and attacks, and I was taking the biggest attack. But one of my friends, he committed suicide, shot himself.
Ooh.
You went to JV Zoo. I'm not bullshitting you. I would say for you guys to concentrate on offline. These guys are nasty here because there's so much money in it. But there's not a lot of money because the pie is cut so skinny. And I'm just telling you, you want to be safe, you want to have an easy life, you want to have a good life, try to make sure you stick with your offline. You get into here, you're dealing with a lot of guys with a lot of big egos. That's why you don't see me posting online too much anymore. Remember I used to post all the time? I try to be under the radar. Off sale gets it first. I come out
Here,
of
I just got an email from the PBN Building Service. PBN Link Building Service. Okay. All right. 10 PBN plan. $350 up front, 400 times 3. 20 PBN plan, 550 up front, 600 next 4 months. 40 PBN plan, 950 up front, 800 a month for the next 6 months. High quality, spam free, good metrics, 10 backlinks, unique logo, about us, contact us, privacy page, 2 articles, 1 WordPress template, professional design, and unique hosting IP address. We can manage it all for you, updating new articles, just ask. Now, who's getting rich?
They are.
Right. Providing what service? Go buy a server. Go spend $40 with it for a new server. It comes with 10 IP addresses. Put 10 websites on it with 10 IP addresses, and now you have your own PBN service. Costs you $40 a month. Buy age domains. Put a domain, an age domain on each one. Backlink the 10 of them together, and now you've got 10 IP addresses, 10 websites, and a place to plant your videos. And you're not spending $5,000.
And that's not black hat. This is white.
That's white hat.
White.
As long as Google doesn't see a footprint, you're fine.
that's a membership, guys.
That's a jewel. That's a jewel.
And that's only because I just got this bloody email. These guys sent me these friggin' emails all the time.
Facebook ads.
So, anyway, that's...
Any questions? So, otherwise, we'll keep you here for 2 hours flat.
Yeah, I gotta do some voiceovers. I gotta get 2 marketing videos done.
So anyway, next week we'll talk about the indexer. We'll kind of showcase it and everything. Anything else you want to know, like the spyware that Thomas want to know about spying on other things, we'll hit on that also. So here's the thing: before we come online, always try to have your questions in advance. And just a heads up, I may have to be going to Jacksonville. I'm just getting you a heads up. So one of you folks out there, maybe Thomas or one of you, try to set up the Google Hangout yourselves if you can. I will try to be here. If I'm here, I'm here. I'm not sure. It's something that's big time. But I will try to be here at the cost, but I'm giving you a heads up. I try to do it 2:30, usually 2:33, but if the questions overload or go over, then I usually keep it going. There was a lot of good comments or good substance today, so we kept it going. So anyway, anything last before we take off? Or?
No, and if here, and I'll throw this out there just because I'm going to be doing a lot of video production here in the next day. And I didn't know James might not be around next week. So if I get access to the indexer tonight, okay, I'll shoot a video showing you how to use it. And Dan, for you, I'll go into the Google AdWords thing and show you how to use it and the YouTube search for the videos and the tags and all that stuff. I can do a half hour, 45-minute video on that too. And I'll just post it in the group. So you guys will just have it. So if for some reason next week falls apart, you'll have a video you can watch before then.
You guys can actually, good for you guys to meet. Why don't you guys start it up? Look at the mastermind that you talked a month ago.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, all right.
Can you also post the utilities for what we spoke about as well? Just some utilities for like green screen, whatever Camtasia use. Something like that. Cool.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I didn't forget. I made a note.
Awesome.
Yeah, green screen. I'm gonna be using green screen real soon for my health show. So yeah, anything on green screen would be great because vMix and green screen go together.
Yeah, they do very, very, very well. So,
Yep.
all right, I gotta run, guys. So I'll talk to you all
Thanks,
soon.
everyone.
Later on, have fun, you guys. Good talk. Bye-bye.
Bye.